That was my lovely wife on her way to work. By the way, welcome to Gore, Virginia. Local time is 3:05. Once again, today it is Friday, April 7, 2017. We got 45 more miles to go to Moorefield, West Virginia. You know, I kind of like this. Showing up in Moorefield a little later than I usually do. That way I don't end up sitting there, you know, doing an 8-hour break or 10-hour break. Whatever scenario they could come up with as far as how late they'll load me. I know I'll have at least 6 hours left. And that's enough to make it to Valley Grove, West Virginia at the TA. See, the reason I have to make it to Valley Grove is that's just about enough time to make it to my house on Saturday night. Well, I could probably stay in Washington, Pennsylvania. I usually end up having about an hour remaining by the time I get home. But then again, you gotta think about the traffic, the delays. So Valley Grove is a really good starting point for Saturday morning. Things are becoming greener up here now. Once again, JBG Travels proudly presents the beautiful state of West Virginia, the wild and wonderful. By the way, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I am your host, Johnny B. Good, but the star of the show is Baby Blue. Don't ever get mixed up with that. Baby Blue is very jealous. Credit is due where credit is due. You see, for those of you who are new, you guys don't know, Baby Blue is an AI. She's a self-driven machine. I'm just here sitting, pretending to drive. That way nobody would notice that she's a self-driven machine. She makes me look good. All she asks is, about 10 gallons of DEF a week, 600 gallons of, well, about 150, 200 gallons of diesel fuel a week. No, not that. More than that, right? A day. Once in a while, she likes to be treated with a gallon of Rotella oil. Oh, she likes brand new shoes. She likes brand new shoes, like that steer tire back there, or up there. Brand spanking new. It's Virgin. BF Goodrich, too. Hard to come by. And that's pretty much it. She doesn't demand a whole lot. Especially the backing up part. Oh, I just pretend. I'm a steering wheel holder. Professional steering wheel holder. By the way, I read a comment on the I read a comment on one of my videos. Back it up, baby blue. I'm going back to sleep. It says that's one ugly hat. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Everybody else likes it. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure there are other YouTuber channels out there that can provide some really good, decent trucker hat out there. Nah. By the way, if you guys are curious or wanted to, there's a JBG Travel store where you can get all that hats and dog collars or whatever, coffee mug, t-shirts. And I never really paid attention to it. In fact, I haven't received a dime from it. And Barbara Miller has she has spent so much time building that store, and it just somehow I can't get into it, and I don't know. I'm not really promoting it, but some of you been wanting to get that kind of a merchandise. Feel free to go get it. Also, my boss has given the web link of driveforadl.com for those of you who are prospect new drivers driving for ADL. It's driveforadl.com. this is Yellow Springs already. Man, this is going to be so beautiful during, the middle of spring. Everything going to be so green up here. Oh, by the way, mail call. My wife and AJ recently went to the post office, and there was a check for AJ and also a couple of postcards and letters. We'll have to do a mail call video on that when I get home sometime tomorrow night or maybe Sunday. Texas. Hello? 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 Somebody from Texas called. So the latest development as far as news goes, that Donald Trump has declared war or send missiles to Syria. That's all I know. And everybody's jumping to the conclusion that World War III has started. I guess a lot of people don't understand what World War is. Rumors of wars, pestilence. You know, all these world powers, so-called world leaders, whether it be good or tyrants, at the end of the day, the best they can do is do the will of God. They can't deter, they can't change, they can't do nothing. The only power that they have is the power that God gives them. It's almost inconceivable that even tyrants and evil people are doing God's will, God's purpose. You know, I used to have a hard time accepting that the devil is God's devil. I mean, how can a holy God own a devil? Even the devil himself can only do what God allows him to do. Not that they are not responsible for what they do. Not that they are not accountable for what they're doing. You know, all God has to do to let us do evil stuff is He doesn't have to command us to do evil stuff. All He has to do is draw back the Spirit of God. It's called, oh, I've lost the word there. The restrainer. Whether good people or bad people, the Holy Spirit restrains us from doing certain things. All of us are capable of murdering. Some people don't murder because, well, God's restrainer, the Holy Spirit, doesn't allow us to do it. Let's put it this way. If God had a leash on you and He held it back so you can't do anything, and then one day He just let the leashes go so that way you can do whatever you want, is God accountable for that? Is that God's fault? Certainly not, right? It is in our nature that we want to do evil stuff. God forbid it. God should let us go and let us do our own thing. "24 miles to Moorfield, West Virginia." Come on, baby blue. Let's go, baby blue. Baby blue be doing the honky honky. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to this camera right here. Bye. Peace. By the way, that camera up here, that's the Sony AZ1. This camera that you're looking at right now, or looking through, this is the Sony HDR AS300. Not the 4K. I actually wanted to get the 4K, but then I thought this was the 4K, and it wasn't. Might as well. I can't imagine how long it would take to upload a 4K file. Well, I better let this go. That's a little too long here. As always, thank you so very much for watching. We'll see you at Moorfield. Johnny Be Good here, glorifying God 1 mile at a time. Peace. Good grief, it's snowing. Look at this. Oh, flurries, but yeah. Ooh-wee. I'm sure it's not going to amount to anything, but interesting. Alright, what is the elevation up here? Nope, 1,857 and climbing. $1,909 and climbing. Thousand feet. Really? $2,080 feet. 2,100. And we're topping it off at 2159, 2162, 2165, 2169. Yeah, that's the height of it. 2,169 feet. And no more snow. So once again, I would every time this time around this time of the year, my mind is contemplating of going to Alaska. Riding Goldie to Alaska, that is. I would imagine there'll be a lot of motorcycle trekkers are probably preparing to start riding up there. I wonder how early they can get up there. Late May, maybe? Early June? Alright, we'll see you guys later. As always, thank you. Have a good and godly day. Peace.